Welcome back to Instant Anime.
Just add music.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Sarah.
This is the show where we listen to a song and then make an anime for it.
Mm-hmm.
Today, we've listened to the song Sweet Love by Junko Ahashi. Probably butchered that name.
Not as badly as last week's.
No, that was B2B instead
Not
of...
BTOB.
It was all in caps! What are we supposed to do? But yes, so we've listened to that song today and linked it below for you. I learned Google Play doesn't, keep the links if you're in the app. So I don't really know how to... As long as we say the title, it's easily Googleable.
Yeah.
And then it should pop up on YouTube or some streaming service. But yeah, I learned that, so it kind of puts a little... Oopsies. But basically, we've listened to the song, taken 5 minutes separately to write ideas on what this song would be the anime intro for. Mm-hmm. Then we tell you, the listener, and each other our ideas, come back together at the end to make a mega anime, which is both combined into one super one.
And it's going to be super.
It's going to be super-de-duper.
Can't wait.
That's pretty much the concept here. We usually do K-pop songs because it's easier to find K-pop that isn't anime.
I'll be honest, I pretty much only listen to K-pop anymore.
Well, there you go.
And that's the main reason.
And so this is, I'm pretty confident this is a Japanese artist. And that makes it harder to know if it's actually in an anime or not.
That's always fun.
It's hard to just Google it and it's could it be an anime? I don't know. It's more likely that it would be in an anime.
Probably, yeah.
But yeah, this is a city pop, J-pop thing.
And if you want your song to be chosen next time, just tweet at us or comment on Podbean.
Using Facebook. Mm-hmm. All right. So
Jimmy's going to go first.
That's the spiel. I'm going to go first with my idea for Sweet Love by Junko Ohashi. Great song. Very 90s.
Yeah.
Oof. So, in spirit of the song, my anime is the cheesiest anime about school teachers.
Oh my god.
Slice of life anime about teachers, the difficulty of their jobs, their relationships in and outside of school. No funny business. They all live pretty normal/mundane lives and chat about students in the faculty lounge. It's no they're secretly ghosts or anything ridiculous like that. We'll see in
the mega anime.
This is when they're chatting in the faculty lounge, this is when they vicariously live their lives through their students and pick who they'll treat as their teachers' pets to groom for that year or even day to day. They also are really good teachers, so they get really involved in their students' lives.
Cool.
By being the coaches and teaching them stuff and helping them with extracurricular stuff as well. I'm imagining, definitely in the song, I was imagining a scene in the intro where it's an awkward dinner that the teacher was invited to meet the child's family.
Oh gosh.
And it's really awkward. And let's see. Oh yeah, there's also that's in the intro, a split second of it, and there in the show there's all the build up of the teacher freaking out to the other faculty about having to go to this person's house. So, per usual, it's lots of comedy, but also some real inspirational shit.
Good. I was concerned we hadn't had one like that in a while.
It needs to be funny, but also real.
Indeed.
Like most anime.
Yes.
It's
all
too real.
anime.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here.
Yeah, Sailor Moon gets too real sometimes.
Oof. Gosh, yeah.
So that's my idea for the song.
I think that's funny.
Cool.
But also real.
But also.
No, I think that's funny. I like it.
Cool.
I think it's funny that the song made you think of an older crowd rather than the high school students. It's the teachers.
Yeah, exactly. I'm flipping the whole high school slice of life on its head, and it's the teachers.
Well, I'm about to take that to the extreme.
Oh, damn.
All right. Let me just sum this up in 2 shows. It's Golden Girls meets Himoto Umaru-chan.
Wow. That sounds really good.
So, I pictured what the first episode would be, and I'm going to tell you that first, because that's what hit me first. Okay, so the first episode is mostly quiet. Like, there's hardly any dialogue. Very Wall-Y. And it's just this very unassuming grandmother, little granny. She's doing some shopping. She's, she stops at the park and there are little birds that she's listening and watching. Could be very pretty,
Yeah, very aesthetically pleasing is what I'm imagining.
But it's very quiet, like actually quiet.
Yeah, just some sound effects, ambiance.
And maybe, when she buys something, they mumble to each other, and maybe some children run past screaming.
Ding-dong of a door opening in a grocery store or something.
Very, very little. Yes. But as soon as she gets home, she livens up. She becomes very animated. I was picturing her, there's going to be the whole, she's an old lady, and then she gets home, and she looks different. She kind of does the
transformation.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I'm picturing her closing the door and getting into this weird pose where she has 2 little fans or something, and she announces to her cat, her male cat, that she's home, and that's how it ends. Episode 1.
Wow.
The cat's just looking at her, and
that
she's
sounds real
I'm
good.
home.
I don't know
so
if
excited.
I don't know if anybody would pick that up as the pilot, but
they should, because it's great.
Just on the pretense of what the next episode will bring.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the cat is her friend. He's got a real big personality, but he doesn't actually speak. So that's up for interpretation. But she just talks to him a lot, and also her deceased husband. She'll just be like, what have we gotten ourselves into here, or whatever.
Talking to the ashes.
I was picturing a photo, but,
over the ashes.
There could be an urn involved. And, her secret life, quote unquote, is very animated, and she's very talkative. I
hope it would be all animated.
Haha. She's very active. No slow-moving granny. Maybe she just, throws her cane aside or something.
Right.
But I was thinking... perhaps she's famous on social media from her cat.
Possibly. Her cat is Grumpy Cat or something?
Yeah, it's...
one of those?
He's got a big enough personality that's her thing. Or some sort of other weird online presence or something that allows her to live, this weird fantasy life.
She knits koozies.
Could be anything.
That are memes.
It could be anything.
Emoji koozies.
Yes. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
I didn't really figure that part out. But she's real sassy, and then, pardon me, she plays up the sweet old lady outside thing.
I got it.
So.
All right.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
Thanks. I think it's funny that we both went, older.
I mean, it kind of goes with we've been listening to a lot of, younger K-pop groups, and this is, clearly, an older sounding song.
Yeah.
Just
more mature singer.
Even just musically.
Definitely.
It's kind of, it's interesting that lended itself to those ideas. So how do we combine our 2 ideas?
Excellent question. My first thought is Granny is like a home economics teacher.
I was going to say, maybe Granny's a teacher. Mm-hmm. Maybe Granny's a teacher. She's strict at school. Mm-hmm. Oh, this could add a lot of depth to your Granny angle. Because, so she's an older teacher.
And maybe she wanted to retire, but she'd be too bored.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I had a lot of older teachers growing up just because they were like, fuck it, I'm a teacher. I don't make enough money to retire anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, hopefully it's not the finances.
I think it would probably play into it.
In different countries, are other teachers given more money?
Reimbursed well? Probably not.
Are they paid well?
I think teaching universally is not good. Maybe in Japan it's better though. I don't know.
Unknown.
Don't know the cultural differences there.
And I know
in the U.S., spoiler, it sucks.
The compensation is not competitive. Let's put it that way.
Nobody's dying to teach.
Yeah. And I know home economics is no longer what it's called, but I don't remember.
Right. It's called women's studies.
You can go sit
I'm kidding.
And now that Jimmy's been expelled from the podcast.
Yes, I'm no longer here, present.
I
an
guess.
all-female.
You stop. But it wasn't called home ec when I took the class, but I don't remember what it was called.
They had it in the high school that had the like commuter classes, but it was like just cooking. Like it was just a cooking class.
Yeah, we did cooking, we did baking, we learned like sewing.
But it wasn't called home economics. It was called like
it was something else.
Homemaking.
No. God no. Oh no. But
just like day-to-day lifing. I don't know.
Also probably not what it was
The
called.
helpful class. Learn to survive as an adult class.
We learned how to write checks.
That's pretty important.
I know.
I just kind of did it.
Well, I mean, it's not that hard, but...
No, I know, but I think I went up to a teller once with a checkbook, and I was like, what is this? Help me. Okay, I'm really liking this, though.
She doesn't have to teach home ec or whatever it's called.
I was thinking maybe even like something that she could be really inspirational in.
Okay, I was just picturing like what's the most grandma thing.
Right. I think we kind of...
We have enough grandma?
Yeah, exactly.
All
like, she's going to be super old.
In any capacity.
In any capacity. She doesn't have to have like a old school style of teaching. I think she could be a super influential and like new like sociology. I don't know. Some interesting class.
Okay.
That inspires a lot of students, and she's still teaching because
maybe an English class?
Yeah, she's
or whatever it would be.
Literature, language, whatever.
Anyway.
Maybe it is an English or Japanese literature.
Yeah,
I don't know. I know there are English classes where they teach English.
I didn't mean the language, though. Yes. I meant the, like...
I meant, like, literature.
Yeah.
So just literature makes sense.
Okay.
And she's very influential and inspirational, and I think there's maybe a side plot where some of the faculty think she's too old and should stop teaching.
Ooh, they're trying to oust her.
Exactly.
Especially the principal. He's new. And...
He's tired of her shit because she influences kids to be...
She refuses to use, like, the computers and stuff.
Yeah. She's like, all right, no one needs a laptop for this class. It's pen and paper. Yeah. I like that angle. She's really evolving as a character now. She still does the, like, Umaru-chan.
Do you like the double life?
Yes, definitely. But I think she's also more social.
Yes.
So... like how my teachers would all like hang out in the faculty lounge, like she takes part in that.
Definitely. And maybe there's a younger teacher that has caught her in her like as I was saying, more animated, but you made fun of me for that word choice. Her more relaxed state rather than her like stricter teaching.
Yeah.
And so they're like they catch her. They're talking to her, and she just, like, says something and winks. And they're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And so they try and, like, befriend her, but they're also being, like, mentored by her.
Yeah, they try and befriend her. Befriend. At school, like, during the teaching time. But then also something tips that teacher off to follow her for whatever reason.
Or she just runs into her.
Exactly. And they have a, like, lively conversation that they totally didn't anticipate having with this.
Can you imagine if it was like a
teacher.
Harry Potter-esque book release party and she's just like front and center and it's like...
Oh, she's like a total Harry Potter nut?
Yeah, or whatever it would be in this universe.
Fantastic Jerry.
All I can think of is Pooter, and that's not helpful.
No, it's just Jerry the Wizard Boy. Jerry the Wizard Boy series?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good, real thing in that one.
But I could see her like dressed up as one of the characters, and she's like in line, and
she's
so
cosplaying,
hyped.
And she's talking with all the like younger girls about. Yeah, because it would make sense if she's a literature teacher.
Exactly.
She'd be a super book nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Into that angle.
And then the other teachers like, wait a minute.
It's just like at a Barnes and
Noble or whatever.
Glarns and Foble.
Oh, good old Glarns and
Good old
Foble.
Glarns and Fobles. They got good books.
Yeah. Great day planners.
Yeah, great day planners. They sell coffee there sometimes, too. Sometimes
Check out
it's
your...
Blarstocks.
Check out your logo brand. One. Yeah.
Yeah. Barnes and Fobles.
Glarns.
Glarns. Sorry.
Come on, you came up with this.
Damn it. Yeah, I really, really like this. This is a good anime.
I think that'd be really cute as like the younger teacher befriends.
Yeah,
the
and
older...
it's more about the teachers. It's a slice of life, but it's never about the teachers.
No.
Most of the time. I'm sure there's some
not.
teacher anime, but this is a good one.
Yes. This is about mentorship between women and paying it forward and leaning in and all those weird buzzwords.
Yeah.
But
and
it's about girl power.
The older teacher learns some things from the newer teacher and vice versa.
Like she learns to maybe let her guard down a little at work.
Yeah.
Where she can be a little bit silly with the students. It's okay.
Because I'm imagining near the end of the show or season or something.
Did she actually retire?
No. I mean, maybe. I was just imagining a scene in the faculty lounge where she's like eating some chips with her friends and like playing a game in the faculty lounge and like having a good time.
Yeah.
And I was just imagining that.
Some boggle.
Which would be like
foggle.
Like completely 180 from her character in the beginning. Towards her coworkers, at least. Because
I think that'd be great.
I'm imagining she's always kind of this cooler mode towards her students, at least, to get them to learn better.
Oh, okay.
She tries to be hip with the newer titles that are coming out and tries and relates, but not in like a stupid way. Like
I was picturing it would just be like she's really stoic or however you want to say it. And then like one of the kids is reading that book. And she's like, oh, have you gotten to the part where blah, blah, blah? Like, maybe they're talking out of turn.
No,
and
that's
like,
what I'm thinking.
Spoilers!
Yeah, I think she does that in a huge capacity. Exactly, in the class.
Gotcha.
Because it's relating to this outer character that she has.
I understand now.
Yes. It's that.
I did have a teacher in... I think it was college that was like, if you guys don't do this, I'm going to tell you how like Game of Thrones ends or something like that.
That's pretty great.
Yeah. So maybe she employs a little bit of that sort of a thing, but with books.
I had a professor that was, somehow we got on the topic of Game of Thrones. He's like, oh my God, I love that show. So.
Teachers, they're people too. They don't sleep at school.
No, they don't. They have homes.
I had one of my favorite
You'd hope.
books as a child. Oh, that's sad. Because it could be true.
Definitely sad.
I'm going to just breeze past that and continue.
Continue your lighthearted.
Yeah, it was like called My Teacher Doesn't Sleep at School or whatever. And it was one of my favorite books as a kid. And all the characters were elephants rather than like humans.
That's cute, like Bebar.
Yeah, a little bit. I really liked the like art. I mean, it feels weird to say art style, but I really liked the colors and like the little characters in it. So
all right,
that's how I learned that the teacher does not sleep at school.
You learned it in a book instead of just like, there's no beds.
I mean, I don't even.
Do they all sleep in the nurse's office?
Ooh.
There's only one bed there.
I mean, the teachers, they have their own lounge, they have their own bathrooms. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe they have their own dormitory. They don't.
On site?
They don't.
Maybe somewhere, though. That's a thing.
Well.
On site teacher.
Like boarding schools where the kids are, like, living on campus? Maybe the.
Yeah, maybe the teachers also have a dorm.
I know that some, like, professors, when they are visiting colleges for, like, a quarter, they'll live on campus. Yeah.
I've heard that, yeah. Okay. Well, I think we've.
It doesn't really matter. She has her own home with a cat.
Where she goes crazy.
Male cat.
Male cat.
Mm-hmm. He's a big dude with big fluffy like little cheeks. I just said big and little, but
So maybe her social media presence isn't known until later in the show.
Yeah, no, I was thinking that she was like anonymous. Like she was famous on the internet, but no one who she was.
But I think that's a side plot where a student finds out. Like she releases a video that has like a mirror in it, and the mirror shows her like with her phone.
Or maybe the cat's lying on the papers she's grading and they recognize the assignment.
Or like the handwriting. Something like that. And they like hold up the paper to their phone and they're like, this is mine.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think that'd be hilarious.
Yes.
This show's great.
And then she's just like, no, that couldn't be possibly true. And then she like winks. I'm picturing a lot of little grandma winks.
Little grandma winks?
Dink.
Cute.
Yeah. Keep them guessing.
Cute. So yeah, I think that's it. Does she retire at the end, or does it just kind of open-ended? She died.
No!
I'm kidding.
We're not killing Granny.
I'm kidding. She's not dying.
Good.
That'd be awful.
Granny
She's immortal.
is healthy as all get out.
She is old, but somehow timeless.
Well,
ageless.
She gains youth from being around.
Yes, of course. She also has a good walking regimen with her gal friends on the weekends.
Oh, yeah. She's very active in the community. Yeah.
I am imagining her now in a full jumpsuit. Mm-hmm. It's good.
There's the Golden Girls kicking in.
It's good. Oh my God, so many Golden Girls references.
Make. If she does not have, like, Blanche's wallpaper somewhere, the big, like, fern plant thing. Yeah. Or it's a palm,
If she doesn't wear B. Arthur's outfits, like, once every episode.
Will she be tall enough to pull it off?
No.
She'd
be more...
got the Sophia handbag?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
But, like, Betty White size.
But the handbag?
No. Her character, what?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know.
You don't know Rose?
Rose. You're the one that watched it all. I'm not.
You know a little.
I'm not as caught up on.
You know which one you know who's
Yes,
who.
I just don't know them by name.
Dorothy is B. Arthur.
I can point them out.
Blanche is Rue.
There's Deloise.
Rue McCallahan.
I don't know.
I think that's it. Anyway.
And then the youngest lady plays the oldest. Mm-hmm. Still funny.
Sophia.
But yes, that's the anime. Should we think of a title?
Yes.
Or do you want to flesh it?
I mean, I'm so happy with what we came up with.
It's just like a really great broad idea that could go anywhere. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to ruin it by like...
Oh my gosh, what if they went on like a field trip with her?
Definitely.
That would be hilarious.
But she chooses to be like the chaperone. Mm-hmm. Because she's a literature teacher. There's usually no reason for... Or they go to a museum. That makes sense.
It could be a museum.
But yeah, it's great. There's so many things that would happen, and it's a good show.
Oh, it makes me so happy. But you were asking about the ending. If we wanted her to retire. And that would be...
her wisdom to a new literature
That'd be kind of cute because the younger teacher she's kind of been like mentoring... That could be nice if she's like, I'm moving to Hawaii.
That's if it's canceled. How about that?
Oh, if we have to end it?
Yeah, if we're forced to end it. She moves to Hawaii and...
retires. And
the legacy continues.
Younger teacher takes over.
Yeah. If it never gets canceled, she teaches forever.
Yeah. Why not?
Oh, I'm imagining there's an episode where some of her past students come in to visit her.
Yes!
And are like, hey, we graduated and I wrote a novel. And she like gets a new novel.
Yes, and what if they go drinking?
Yeah. Basically, she'll go and hang out.
Yes.
Because they're like, we always knew you were cool, Granny. Like they call her Granny as like a nickname.
So awesome.
Yeah. This is good.
So awesome.
This is a good
As long as it's
show.
not Granny Weatherall. We don't need that.
No.
Like, she had a happy marriage.
It's like Granny Cool.
Granny Cool.
And they say it in like, they're like, Granny Cool.
Oh, nice. The finger guns.
Yeah.
Which should have their own emoji.
Ah, they should. The closest is the pointing. Did you like it when I said it to you?
Yeah, they're like both it's
pew,
like,
pew.
Yeah.
Pew, pew. It's not good. The thumbs need to be up.
Mm-hmm. It would just be great if there was one that was just both of them.
Maybe in the update.
That'd
they
be
keep
nice.
adding a fuck ton more.
That's true.
Why not?
Let's throw that in the ring. We want finger guns. Apple.
Emoji.
I mean, I feel like Apple sets the trend.
Owns them now.
Well.
Animoji.
Oh, is that the face thing?
Yeah, it's the creepy one.
Unnecessary.
All right, so should we think of a title? Teaching and Coolness.
Granny Coolness.
Granny teaches cool. Because the S and then school. No.
Granny school? Like Granny is cool? Granny's cool?
No.
Granny's cool.
No. Old teacher.
New lessons.
Can't teach an old dog new teachers. Wait.
You can't teach teachers?
Dog an old teacher.
Don't dog old teachers.
Don't dog them.
Don't. All right.
What
are
should
our
our actual phrases word things be?
Yeah, probably a school teaching sort of thing.
/ teaching.
And then like
word.
A granny
Old,
age thing.
aging, legacy word.
Yeah.
Sounds good?
Seems reasonable.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay, so teaching word and old word.
Yeah, which did you...
I'll do a teaching one first. Or do you want to switch?
No, I can... Ooh, I've got an old word.
I have a teaching word.
All right.
An ancient word. Lost it. Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Lessons.
Tome. Yeah.
Cool.
Like an old book.
Yeah.
It has a lot of knowledge.
That's like a teaching and an old word.
I realized that a little bit. I was highly influenced.
Maybe it's a one-word title. Tome. No.
That doesn't fit.
It's like a horror movie.
Yeah.
All right.
Hit me with yours one more time.
Lessons.
I like that a lot.
I like lessons.
I like that. Okay.
Switcheroo.
Do you have the other
think
one?
of a teaching word for you.
Another
I don't
one?
think of an old word.
Yeah.
I got an old world word.
Old world word.
Really, I'm tripping over my words tonight.
Usually that's me.
Yeesh.
I'm enunciating. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the
teeth.
tongue. Oh, that's right. I only had wine. You're
Makes
the one.
my tongue fat.
Your thumb?
And my tongue. Both, actually.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1.
Learning.
Time.
Okay. I like time and tome.
Time tome. My whole title would be Lessons in Time.
See, and I was thinking like learning from Granny. Lessons with Granny.
Like cooking mama.
Yes, exactly.
Learning grandma.
Learning grandma. Do you have what it takes to be a grandma? A learning grandma?
No.
Then you need this 5-cassette set.
Thing of lessons.
For learning lessons with Granny.
grandma.
It's great. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
I like lessons a lot.
Yeah. I do too.
Yeah.
It was my word.
I'm supporting your word.
Time tome. Learning lessons. Did we... Yours was learning, right?
Yeah.
We had L words and then we had T words.
I know. We're starting to mind meld. And soon the podcast...
Soon we'll think of the perfect title, though, right off the bat.
As long as we don't have the same idea.
But it will be the same title.
That's fine.
Based on 2 different ideas. This is the mega anime part of the episode. If you skipped
if you fell
minutes.
asleep. We've combined the idea and now we're trying to name it because what we name the anime
name it Lessons with Granny
will be what we name the podcast episode.
Yes, and that's important.
Yes. For many reasons.
Many reasons, actually.
Many, many reasons.
Yes.
So, lessons with Granny?
No.
Okay.
That's bad.
Well,
I like lessons.
I do too.
Lessons to live by. Living lessons. I don't know.
What about, like, literature something lessons from Granny? So there's like a colon something.
I like that. I was thinking maybe like life lessons. Or learning life lessons with Granny.
It's kind of like...
With Granny Chan.
It reminds me of Julia Child. Like The Joy of Cooking with Julia Child. That sort of like life lessons with Granny.
Yeah.
So.
I kind of like it. Because then I'm imagining her in the intro sequence kind of like popping up and like hanging out of a circle.
Oh, and she's got a chalkboard with a pointer with the eraser on the end.
Yeah, pointing at the title.
And she's pointing at different like lessons that she teaches.
That could be how the episodes start is... it's like the title of the anime is the thing. She's in a circle, and then she points at the subtitle that's like, the lesson of the day is, and then it kind of like becomes the new episode.
That'd be cute. Kind of an outline, or
Yeah.
at least the episode title name, one of them.
So is it...
Oh, each episode should be titled the lesson.
Yeah. So is
Yes.
it life lessons with Granny? Is it literature lessons? Is it lessons?
Just lessons?
Yeah, I don't know.
Literature doesn't necessarily make sense, but it was just what I thought of immediately.
I like life lessons because it does give the whole show, like...
Not only is she teaching the student, she's mentoring someone.
Exactly.
And...
it has a broader scope to her teaching.
Yeah.
Is it with Granny? Is it with...
I mean, I've just been calling her Granny.
I know. Maybe it is with Granny until we get better writers to think of like a funny, like, old person name.
Oh. But I really liked the idea of all the kids coming back and calling her Granny. Like, maybe she's Mrs. something, but they just call her Granny. And she's like, that's not my name. They're like, okay, Granny. And she secretly loves it.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
She's like, now.
So is it life lessons with Granny?
I think so.
Okay. I like it.
Gets
the point across. She's old. She's
teaching.
Knowledgeable. She's teaching not just life lessons, but also
school lessons. On literature. While also keeping a strong social media presence.
Yes, she's very well read and hip to the now.
I think it'd be hilarious if she had like just an Instagram for her cat.
Definitely.
Even if it's not like famous, no, I think that would be great.
That's in it. A Mr. Bubbles.
Mr. Bubbles?
That's the cat name.
You've named him Mr. Bubbles?
I don't know.
Rewrite.
I'm just saying.
Placeholder.
What's his at? What's his username?
Do we have to create this?
No, we don't.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Whew. It's very hip to the now.
That's true. Like at Mr. Whiskers or something, which I'm sure is taken.
Yeah.
But
he's like at Mr. Whiskers 33446.
At least it wasn't 6969.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 666.
Oh.
Also taken.
Yes.
Yeah. But that's pretty much it.
What if it was like her birth year? Just like slipped in there. That'd be kind of funny.
1942.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, I don't know. I like it.
That'd be funny. But, yeah.
That's pretty much it, yeah?
I think so.
Life lessons with Granny?
Life lessons with Granny.
Oh, I like that a lot. Maybe she comes out of the A in Granny.
Oh my gosh.
Or the whole Granny, like, bloomp, kind of bloomps into, and then she kind of pops out of it. And she's, like, there.
That could work, too.
To give the lesson. I don't know. Doesn't really matter.
We don't have a colon now, do we? It's just life lessons with Granny.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Or life lessons, comma, with Granny.
Love Granny.
Life, exclamation point, lessons, exclamation point.
Granny.
With Granny, period.
I think we're going to just do sans punctuation.
Yes. That's okay.
Yeah.
Sans is in this one? I'm kidding.
Just can't deal with you tonight.
Too punny.
Just kidding.
Well, you don't have to deal with me anymore. The episode's over.
Oh.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Instant Anime.
Just add music.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Sarah.
As always, you can follow us on Twitter at Instant Anime Pod.
Yes.
Give us your suggestions for songs, since we're just getting tired of doing it. Just kidding, we're not.
But it's fun to have.
We have the vim and vigor of
a million grannies.
A million grandmas. Yes. If you don't like Twitter, use Facebook. If you don't like Facebook, well, no third way.
Yep. Use Facebook and comment on our Podbean.
Podbean, instantanime.podbean.com.
I think I might have said the URL wrong last episode, but
whatever.
Listen
we
to
also
Jimmy.
said B2B wrong, so
it was off. It was off. It's okay. The idea was strong.
Good, strong
start for 2018.
Bird anime.
Let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Stretch your wings.
So far, I think we're killing
and fly.
Fly.